Mahakala. And to understand about white Mahakala, we first have to realize that there isn't just one. Sometimes people think that there's just one white Mahakala form. There's actually many. But in art, generally we only find one. And the one belongs to the Shangpa Kagyu tradition. It is white in color, one face, 6 arms in a standing posture. It's wrathful in appearance, very wrathful in appearance, with the hair flowing up, yellow hair flowing upwards, and large round eyes, a gaping mouth. So this form of white Mahakala comes out of a system of the 6-armed Mahakala of the Shangpa tradition. Again, not to be confused with other types of 6-armed Mahakala from other traditions. We're talking about Shangpa Kagyu and the 6-armed Mahakala, which comes out of the 8-chapter Tantra, which is found in the Kriya Tantra classification in the Tibetan Kanjur. And so white Mahakala is part of a system of 6-armed Mahakalas that is specific to the Shangpa Kagyu tradition early on. And there are different colors. The black or the blue-black form is the main one, and that's called the Barche Kunsel. That's a removing of all obstacles. Now, there are other types. There are green, yellow, red, and then the white. So the white is specific for wealth. So it is actually a wealth deity within the system of the Shangpa Kagyu 6-armed Mahakala. Why it's white is not clear, because it's often for wealth deities they are more yellow. White is more peaceful if we look at Tantric theory and the Tantric theory of colors. White is for peaceful activities. Yellow is for increasing of wealth, increasing of health. Red is powerful, and black or blue-black is wrathful, for very, very committed, emotionally committed activities, where you need this strength, this fervor of that's called wrathfulness in Tantric theory. So, the white Mahakala. White Mahakala, there are quite a number of representations in art, and we have it in both as both painting and sculpture. The majority of the artwork is 17th century to the present. Now, the majority of the artwork is Gelugpa, although the overall artwork of the white Mahakala is generally going to be Sakya, Jonang, or Gelug. Those are the 3 main schools that practice the white Mahakala. It's really only in the 19th century that we begin to see some Eastern Tibetan Palpung monastery related white Mahakala paintings because of Jangmo Kongtrul's interest in the Shangpa Kagyu tradition. So prior to that, we're really looking at a lot of Gelugpa art, a lot of Tibetan, as well as a lot of Chinese and Mongolian paintings. And we have quite a number of real masterworks in both painting and sculpture because of the amount of the rich benefactors that you find in central Tibet or the Tibetan government itself. So white Mahakala, it can be depicted as a solitary figure or with 5 dakini, female goddesses, as a retinue, or very rarely, but you can find white Mahakala with a consort. And I'm not really familiar with this form, other than possibly it's an oral tradition. It's coming from Kedrup, who was a student of Tsongkhapa, and Kedrup had a vision of a white Mahakala with a consort as this wealth deity. And then we have some forms from Tongtong Gyalpo that are based on his visions and his practices of the Shangpa Kagyu. So that's really it. There's not a lot of different varieties of the Shangpa, solitary, with the 5 dakinis, with the consort. That's primarily it.